Hi guys, welcome back. This week we're going to talk about some options for anyone who has had their wedding date affected or may potentially have it affected by COVID and everything that's going on. Talking about postponement, canceling, or other options to all of that. So let's get started. Alright, so your first option is obviously to just postpone. We're kind of through the first wave of everything that's happened where weddings have had to be completely canceled or postponed until next year. Things are starting to get back to normal depending on where you live, but if you're weary about what might happen with your date, if it's like a July or August date and you're kind of uneasy about it, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you want to just go ahead and postpone it, to be safe, to not be as stressed out, to not be worrying each day of what's going to happen, just postpone it. Now, another option is to do something that's called a micro wedding. So a micro wedding is going to be a lot smaller than you originally anticipated, and it might not be what you originally envisioned, but then again, none of this was. So a micro wedding will usually include 10 or less guests, sometimes 20 or less, and it's going to be a much shorter thing, and it's really just going to be about you guys getting married and celebrating with a few very close people to you. This can either just completely take place of your original wedding, or you can do this now with your family, like your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your best friends, and then have a much larger wedding next year. So you get basically 2 weddings. And that can either be a whole nother day where you guys redo your vows, maybe close to your 1-year anniversary, or it can just be a large reception for everyone that couldn't come because of the circumstances going on right now. So that's always an option. You can also do an elopement style wedding. So I know sometimes elopement people think Vegas. It doesn't just have to be Vegas. You guys can go to somewhere really romantic. You could go to the top of a cliff. You could go to maybe a spot that's super special to you guys, like a lake or a beach or something, and it's just you guys, maybe even just your parents, and then you have your officiant and your photographer, and that's basically it. And that's a really great option if you guys really just don't care anymore about the fuss of the wedding and you just want to get married. And this can also be a really good excuse to, 1, not to have to spend a bunch of money on a wedding, and 2, a way to not have to worry about hurting people's feelings of who's being invited and all of that. So an elopement style wedding can be super fun and can offer a lot of awesome pictures because you hire a photographer, they shoot your wedding, and then you have all this time wherever you guys decided to go. Maybe it's on a nice, really big hike. Then you guys can take a bunch of really cool pictures afterwards. So that's a really great option. You can also do a destination wedding, and this might be a little bit tricky with travel restrictions going on right now, but if you have a really awesome location nearby and you can snag an Airbnb, like we're in California and we're really close to Big Bear or like Arrowhead or even like a beach house in Malibu, and you just want to get married, your fiance, and then maybe have your parents there or your brothers and sisters, really small, intimate thing, kind of like the micro wedding, but a destination option, and then you guys can enjoy the whole weekend spending together. The next option is to go ahead and just get your marriage license. Things opened up. A lot of counties are opening their offices, and depending on where you live, it's going to be a lot easier to get your marriage license now. So you can go get your marriage license, and you could just get married at the courthouse and do that now, and then have your actual wedding ceremony reception next year. So kind of similar to with the micro wedding, how you would do something small now and then postpone everything until later. So have 2 weddings. You can also do that with just getting your marriage license and just really holding everything off until next year. So in all, you don't have to completely wait to get married. If you don't want to wait, you want to just be married already, you do have a lot of options. And another really good option is to contact a planner, contact someone that can help you plan something like this out. And you can really get creative with everything that's going on right now, and maybe just have a really awesome wedding that you might not have ever thought of planning because of the pressures to have this big elaborate reception with everyone invited. So yeah, hopefully that helped clear up some things for you guys, help give you guys some options. If you have any other questions, feel free to shoot us an email through our website, thatbliss.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to our email list to get notifications about the blogs that get posted and lots of cool offerings and all that good stuff. So we'll see you next week. Bye.